name is Daniel Greene. I'm a junior at Rutgers University, and I'm a cognitive science major. And I've been working in the lab of Randy Gallistel in the psych department for almost a year now. What he does is best called cognitive science. And the general idea of cognitive science is that you can look at the brain like a computer. Yeah, like a machine almost that has inputs, has some kind of function that processes them, and has outputs. The inputs are usually your senses, and your brain does some kind of calculation on that to judge what it wants to do based on that and gives you an output. And what I do in his lab is try and get at the function that underlies distance judging in mice as a clue to the overall structure of mouse memory and reasoning. The way it's set up is that normally you'd have a nest box where the mouse lives and then a tube leading to two different entrances to two different test boxes that would have different conditions in each. What we want to know is if we can move the position of the box, will the mouse be able to distinguish it? How sensitive is its judging of distance when it runs along a dark tunnel? Our next step is to basically combine these two different test boxes into one and use a wheel instead of a long tube. If you ever look at a mouse running in a wheel in a pet store, what's odd about it is that usually they don't just run in a certain direction for a certain length of time and then get off. They'll run to a certain point and then turn around and run back about the same distance and then get off, which kind of suggests that there's this instinctive process to return back to where you came from and to sort of scout out along tunnels. So we're trying to take advantage of that and see if it's really true by setting up a system with a nest and this wheel so that when the mouse runs in it, it will close and open doors to the nest and test boxes to simulate a mouse actually running down a tunnel where it passes different entrances. Working with Randy is great because he's very familiar with every step of the scientific process and with the actual life of being a scientist. He can tell me about everything from setting up a clever experiment to doing a good mathematical analysis, how to use a computer, how to use the current cutting-edge software for analyzing data, up to what conferences are like, how to write a paper, how to give a good presentation, and sort of the order of when to do what. He's also great for advising for graduate school. I'm so happy with my decision to work at a lab at Rutgers. It's been challenging, but it's been very educational, and there's really no better way to decide if you want to be a scientist or not than to do science.